video will tell you how an engine works and what each part is. This is the crankshaft, this is a skateboard bearing, this is what spins this, which I just explained. And then if you can see in here, this thing goes into here. You can see the top of the piston, or the bottom of the piston right in there. So when this crankshaft spins, you can see the piston kind of goes in a little bit. I'll spin it. And so the piston is what compresses the gas and air, and then the spark plug here ignites it to make a controlled explosion in the chamber. Now I'm gonna take the valve cover off here and show you guys how the valves work to let gas in and the exhaust out. So this is the valve cover, and this is what opens and closes the valves. So as I explained, this gear pushes those two things in there, and you can see when I pull that, it moves. So when it goes up and down, these things move at like super fast speeds, and this thing goes on top. So when one of these is pushed, this gets opened, and this pushes down, which opens this, which would be to let the exhaust out. And then when this one is pushed and this one's in, that is to close this, right? To close that, and let stuff in, like gas in. So when the air is compressed, it'll get magnet, wire, electricity goes through here, and that pretty much creates a controlled explosion in this metal. And I'll take this off right now. Took the top end of the engine off, and as you can see, there's some oil and stuff in there where it should not be. There's also some water here where it should not be. Water in your engine is not good. You can also see some oil in there, which is, again, not good. And you can see burn marks around that hole, right? That is from the constant miniature explosions that go on in this engine. And as you can see, this thing right here is the piston, and it's connected to a rod, which is connected to the crankshaft. So when there's an explosion up here, this thing gets sent down all the way, and it spins this a little bit, and then with that momentum, it also brings it back up a little bit. But because there was an explosion, everything was just forced out through the exhaust. So now, because it was all forced out through the exhaust, there's a vacuum here, which sucks it back up and sucks gas and air back into it, to then repeat the process. And so this is what it goes down pretty far, and then it comes back up, as you can see. But now there's a bolt stuck to the magnet. So that's how it works. Carburetor works. This is a carburetor. These two things on the top are called the choke and the throttle. The throttle opens and closes nice and easy. The choke closes a little bit harder to do. So the choke is to let minimal amount of air into the engine. As you can see, there's a hole there. That's the choke on, and that's the choke off. You can see right through there. That's so not a lot of air can get into the engine, but more fuel can get into the engine to create a larger explosion. And then this is the throttle. The throttle almost works the same way, but instead of not allowing air into the engine, it doesn't allow fuel and air into the engine. Well, it does, but again, only minimal. And then I would take this apart but try to show you, but I can't because the components are too small where you can't see them on camera.